Welcome back to the Big Movie Mouth Off. I'm Jimmy Martin with Slug Magazine.
I'm Jeff Weiss with MSN Entertainment.
We're going to be reviewing the return of Mel Gibson in Jodie Foster's drama called The Beaver. Basically, Mel Gibson stars as a toy manufacturing executive who basically gives up on his wife, gives up on his kids, and gives up on his life. Folks, this is not a documentary. Basically, the way he decides to communicate with the world is through a hand puppet that looks like a beaver that he finds in a dumpster, and with the means of acting, he decides to use an Australian accent. And
Australian? No, I think
is he going English?
I think he's doing Michael Caine, because the beaver to me sounded like, "Hi, I'm Michael Caine. I'm Michael Caine. And I'm the beaver."
Beaver. I'm the beaver.
Is Dad gone?
He's not gone, honey. We just agreed that it's better if we don't live together anymore.
I'm glad you kicked him out. What a loser.
This is the story of Walter Black, a hopelessly depressed individual. The successful and loving family man he used to be has gone missing. And no matter what he's tried, Walter can't seem to bring him back.
What's that?
It's a brain. Mom says yours got broken.
So you can see that Walter is a man who's lost all hope. But he's about to find his voice.
Bloody hell. Look at you. I'm sick. Do you want to get better? Who are you? I'm the Beaver, Walter. And I'm here to save your damn life.
Here's my problem. Okay, let's just lay it on the line. Mel Gibson's a douche, all right? Everybody knows that.
Yes.
Fine. Personal matters aside,
Right.
we're going to look at this movie beyond...
Try to as objectively as critics
But
can.
beyond the person of Mel Gibson, he's a douche. He actually does an okay job in this role. And it's not a surprise, because Mel Gibson is a great actor. But I guess maybe what was more straining to watch this, objectively, like you said, is because he plays kind of himself. I mean, this is a guy who is going through a midlife crisis, who is having outbursts, screaming at people, and you're kind of trying to sympathize with him, but then all of a sudden, everything's getting in the back of your head of, the real life situation. But I like the way he performed it. What I don't like is the unbalanced nature of this film.
No.
It starts off hokey and he can't even commit suicide, right? And it's wacky and
it's dark almost.
It's a dark comedy.
It's almost American Beauty-esque to start with.
A little bit. But then you've got total heart and soul
right
going through this. But then when you reach the end of this adventure, I don't even know what to consider this film.
The person who handed you this card is under the care of a prescription puppet designed to help create a psychological distance between himself and the negative aspects of his personality.
This is a joke, right?
No, son. It's a fresh start.
I'm not talking to you, nutjob. I'm talking to Mom.
Good morning, all. As of now, Walter was resigning and putting me in charge. The funniest was the month. Have a look at this.
A beaver?
It's the future.
Mr. Beaver woodchopper kits selling out in droves.
I've been very patient, but I want you, not him.
This man is a dead end. He's gone.
I fought for you, and I will continue to fight for you because I love you.
I want Daddy.
I know, buddy. When I was a little kid, all I ever wanted was to be like you. And then I got older and just wanted to be anybody else.
I know.
Spoiler alert, I liked the big twist and turn in this film much better when I saw it in Evil Dead 2.
And you know what? I was describing this movie to somebody, and I said, I won't give you any spoilers.
Oh, I will.
But something happens at the end, and without saying it, he guessed it on the spot. And I go, you're right. And he goes, no. They actually went that route. And I went, yep, yeah, they did. And he goes, that is absolutely disgusting and so amateurish, and it just, okay. And Jodie Foster, I mean, she's a great actress. And this one, it's not that she's bad, but she doesn't give herself anything to do.
Absolutely.
Nothing.
And she and Mel Gibson, who play husband and wife, have no chemistry whatsoever.
Yeah.
None. She has more chemistry with the beaver hand puppet than she does with...
Yeah. It's very true.
I should probably step on beyond that. I liked the elements with the kids better than I did the main storyline.
Yep.
They have a son played by Anton Yelchin, who's sort of a cheater. He's helping his classmates write their papers and take their tests. You know, eventually it turned into, I would much rather follow this character than this mopey douche with a beaver hand puppet. I just didn't care.
I think there's enough in those characters, because and his love interest is the valedictorian of the school who wants him to write her graduation speech, played by Jennifer Lawrence from Winter's Bone.
Yeah.
And these characters, I could have watched an entire movie about these two characters. That's how much I enjoyed
because
their
they're
stories.
interesting, and because there's a more consistent film based on these two characters.
Yeah.
As compared to this, is it a comedy? Is it a thriller? Is it a drama?
Yeah.
What is it? Part with the frankly increasingly torturous machinations that are going on inside.
And you know, like we said, this is the return of Mel Gibson to the screen. And I think he does a great job. Does he do it enough to where he's going to start seeing what the career that he left behind before all this mess happened? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think that's kind of a bridge that's been burned and charred to the absolute ground. You know, I want to see more of what he can do. I mean, just because, like I said, he's a great actor, but it's just, it's so tainted now.
Absolutely. I would rather see him make a documentary in which he apologizes for all his bad behavior.
Yeah, you know
that
what?
would be a good starting point, and then we could go from there. So unbalanced that it just didn't work for me. I gave it 2 stars.
You know, I'm a little bit maybe ahead of you because, like I said, I liked his performance. I love the kids even more. I almost want them, let's make the Beaver too, why not? You know, and follow the kids instead. But I gave it 2.5 stars. And, you know, maybe rent it. I don't know.
Or don't.
Or don't.
Yeah,
It's probably one of those things.
Exactly. Coming up after the break, we'll be reviewing Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides.
Yar.
But not in 3D.